Hello friend, I'm K, spelled 113K for short. Let's look at a game. Journey to the Center of the Earth, not to be confused with the Jules Verne novel of the same name, is an epic adventure on a grand scale about 3 straight friends who go explore the Earth's caves together, which you can now get on Steam for only €4. This game is similar in gameplay to Blizzard's classic game that everyone knows them for, The 3 Vikings. Except instead of Vikings, there are 3 straight men. Each of the 3 men has a different power in this game. For instance, Otto can break blocks with his dubious power to hold a pickaxe. Axel can jump slightly higher and further, so he can conveniently solve many puzzles otherwise unsolvable. And finally, Hans is the water boy. Yes, that is in fact his special ability, his single special ability. Water doesn't even do anything. Hans is useless. Maybe he's just there for the adventure, see what's at the end of the tunnel, maybe get some non-romantic stimulation or something. Anyway, you can get these men to hold hands, or you can do them all alone. I mean, like, have them walk the same, and if you stick them together, like glue or hand-holding, then you can go faster many times, but there's no reason not to, so I guess you should just let them hold their hands. The basic concept of this game is solid, sure, but does it still hold up when the art style looks like it was ripped from a 2005 Flash reboot of an obscure DOS game? This kind of puts a damper on the enjoyment of this game if any self-respecting gamer were to be honest with themselves. Now, design the levels to be confusing and misleading, and you've got Journey to the Center of the Earth, kind of to be confused by the novel of the same name, but just for marketing purposes. There was a sign at the beginning that said Otto uses the pickaxe, press Control, and I thought that meant that you could break the pressure plate or something. So instead of doing the logical thing and doing the puzzle like I thought it was supposed to be done, I took Otto and had him fail to break the pressure plate. Even though this was partially my fault, it was still misleading and confusing. The sign should have been lower, near the situation in which this technique was needed, but instead they moved it up some, probably to artificially extend playtime. Also, there is a huge glowing rune to collect each level. This is required for completing the level, probably. I never cared enough to test if it was required or not, so I'll just assume it was. As it seems, it turns out that water isn't useless. It seems that your canteen of water slowly runs out as Waterboy gets worked up. Perhaps he's splashing it on himself or gently forcing his friends to drink it. Who knows? But what happens when you run out of water? You probably die or something. Like those idiots can't even go 5 minutes without drinking water. Also, why is that water thing even a mechanic in the first place? Did they just run out of ideas for Hans' special trait but still needed Hans around? Maybe he could have provided the backstory or had the ability to resurrect himself instead of disappointing his straight friends. Speaking of his friends, it seems that when one person dies, the others don't care all that much and just kind of slump over like they were disappointed or something with the dead man for being so stupid. This is not the proper way to respect the dead. Please remember this the next time you or someone you know dies, and you need to be respectful. That concludes the 113K spelled K. That concludes the K pronounced 113K review of Journey to the Center of the Earth. And I'll leave you with this one last bit of wisdom. At the end of the day, aren't we all just 3 straight men alone together exploring a cave? The cave of life.